98.7 WFGR, that is Heart and Crazy on You. 9 o'clock on a Friday. That means we add to the show. The lovely Blanche has come in after her amazing run in the Detroit Marathon last week. Let's get to the business here. Talk about the run down in Detroit.
What place did you come in? Did you win?
No.
Win or go home. Okay, leave.
Well, there's like 27,000 people that run.
And what place did you come in at?
Oh, probably like 25,000.
Really?
No. I did better than my first marathon, but I didn't come in where I wanted to.
You ran 26.2 miles.
Correct.
And physically, what happened? I mean...
well, your legs really hurt when you're done.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And it's really emotional.
Did you cry?
I did.
Did you really when you completed it?
When you're done, you're just so exhausted.
That's awesome.
Yeah. You just bawl for a minute, eat a banana.
And then you're fine. Oh, I need that potassium.
But I got to tell you, so... Really, honestly, my favorite thing was running over the Ambassador Bridge.
Yeah.
Because it's still pre-dawn and, there's the wind and everything, and they don't shut down the whole bridge because they have to shut down the tunnel.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So half the bridge has runners on it. The other half has cars and trucks, and they're driving by, and they're like honking and like, woo! And all this kind of stuff.
See any bodies floating underneath it?
I didn't. It was dark. But you kind of turn around and you can see the city all lit up. It's really cool.
Wow.
And then, just as I was coming out of the tunnel, so it's almost mile 9. I'm sweaty. I'm kind of gross, I'm just sort of in the zone. Been following a woman in a burqa through the tunnel.
In a burqa?
In a burqa, yes. So there was some awesome diversity at the Detroit Marathon.
I would assume
that you don't see at the Riverbank run.
Right, yeah, you don't see a lot of burqas at the Riverbank
run. You don't see a
run.
lot of full burqas. Yeah. But anyway, so this gentleman ran by me and very close, and he kind of looked at my stomach. I don't know if he was checking out like my tummy.
Look at you getting macked on.
Or what?
During the race.
During the race. I don't know if he was checking out like what race I was running, either the half or the full, but he basically told me he'd been enjoying the view for the last mile.
Hey!
And he had to pass me to see my face to make sure it was as beautiful as the back.
Does it make you feel good getting hit on?
You're getting hit on during the marathon.
I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you're getting up there. You're a little long in the tooth. You're a 40-year-old broad,
I am. I know.
So you still take that as a compliment.
I did. I was like, "Thank you." It's not like I'm going to pay. Let's pull over right here, and I'm going to give you my phone number. It was just so random and weird. Like these are the days of my life.
Right. So you gave him your number after the race.
Yes.
You're a good-looking girl. How much do you make?
Right. Exactly. What kind of car do you drive?
All right.
Need a prenup?
Jeez. Yeah, I didn't tell him. Like, yeah, Mr. Blanche really appreciates that, dude. But it just kind of blew my mind. Nobody's pretty when they run.
Okay, so you're running, and he says all this. What do you say? Do you say, "Thank you"?
Pretty much. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That sounds like something else, but yeah.
Did you give him your bar name, or did you give?
He didn't ask.
Really?
Well, actually, Blanche was on my bib.
So there you go. He had your bar name right then and there.
You could put your own name on there, so I put Blanche.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good thinking.
I got to be honest with you. Before we get into lesson news, you amaze me.
Oh, thanks.
To think that you actually got out there. I mean, because we've known each other a good 25 years.
Right.
27 years, maybe closer to 30.
Yeah.
And I mean, you weren't all that athletic growing up. So for you to get into middle age and do that's amazing.
Who you calling middle age?
Well, all of us.
No, I know.
Let's face the facts.
I hit middle age at about 29.
Yeah, you did.
You don't expect to live that long.
At least your hairline did.
Oh.
All right, Dave, start up some less than news as we bask in the amazement of the one and only Blanche.
Well, you touched on prenups earlier. Forget about the wedding costs. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West could spend more than $100,000 on lawyers' fees for their prenuptial agreement alone. Sources close to the couple tell TMZ that Kanye will keep their assets separate, but will also open a joint bank account to cover living expenses. Kim is reportedly worth $30 to $40 million, and Kanye's wealth is valued between $90 and $100 million. Although TMZ hints that Kardashian could somehow actually be worth more than.
Oh, whatever.
What a joke! That whole bunch. What a just.
So did you sign a prenup before marrying Mr. Blanche?
We didn't have anything. In fact, at the time, I made more money than he did.
Had the situation been different? Let's say you were both making high six figures or whatever going into the marriage. Are you pro or con prenups?
I think
In general,
in general, I'm con because I think if you're really doing it for the right reasons, you don't need that.
Exactly.
So it's like you're already setting yourself up like, wow,
Right.
when we get a divorce, this is mine and mine.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you do together?
Well,
so
yeah, those against it those who are for it would say, well, oh, you're just preparing yourself for 60% of marriages end in divorce. To me, it's the perfect reason why you shouldn't get married.
Right.
If you would request a prenup because you obviously do not trust the person you're with.
Exactly.
I have no issue at all maintaining separate checking accounts and separate savings accounts.
That's fine.
And the way it works at our house, I pay for everything at the condo. Cindy pays for everything at the cottage.
Right.
And she's got a 3-bedroom house on a lake that she pays about $500 for a month, and I pay $900 for an upright trailer, an upright single wide in our condo complex. So once again, I prove my fiscal genius.
Yes.
And watch our property values plummet in town.
See, and I could even make an argument against that. I think if you're going to be married, granted you got married later. I mean, I got married young,
here's the thing. Money to me is the root of all evil. Now, there are shared expenses. Okay, fine. We both share. I'll buy groceries sometimes. She'll buy groceries sometimes.
See.
But
you both eat.
I know.
It should be
we're even.
like together money.
No, I will not pool my money again.
I'm with
Really?
Andy on this. I think yes, absolutely.
Well, then what's the difference with
Here's
a
the thing.
prenup?
All right, here's the thing.
Like, this is my
here's the
money.
thing. Let's just say.
You owe me $10 because I bought steak this
nobody
week.
says that. No, you don't do that.
No, but here's the thing. If you're pulling all your money together, and I mean this seriously, if you're pulling all your money together, one person's priorities don't necessarily match the other
Exactly.
ones. So whereas
But that's why you
would
talk about it.
Well, yeah, you could talk, but if you know what, you got your own money to spend on what you want, there's nothing to talk about.
I'm not saying you can have a joint account that you both use, but it's okay to have separate accounts that each one, because you still have some of your own stuff and he still has some of his own stuff. What's wrong with
I'll tell you what,
No.
my ex-wife, you know what? It was, and you know what? Granted, I was guilty too. I was the one that loved to go out and buy booze and go to the bar and carry on. Guilty.
Yeah.
You know what? She wanted bowling leagues and tanning beds and all that stuff. We both spent irresponsibly.
Well, you have to talk about that, though.
But had we not pooled our money,
yeah.
Hey, you know what? Spend till you're broke. I'll spend till I'm broke, and that's our money.
So
and
then when you're old and decrepit, you're going to be like, well, sorry, Cindy, your retirement's all done, so I'm going to, I'm going to let you live off of ramen noodles or whatever you can afford. Here's a box. Go live in the garage.
Well, I'm glad you think there's going to be retirement for me. Unfortunately, I guarantee you there will not be.
If I want to go buy a pair of boots, I came home the other day. I'm like, Mr. Blanche, look at my awesome, sexy boots I bought. He's totally cool with that.
Yeah. Okay,
that's
fine.
Well,
that's fine. But I think money leads to more issue. I think that's more of a problem, I think, than infidelity in a lot of marriages.
Separate,
if you
separate
have
checking accounts, separate bank accounts, and you know what? If you want to pool your money together on a 401k or something like that, fine.
Or certain expenses you can have a joint account and you can have separate accounts. I think that way
Maybe
if you want to buy
that's a guy
something,
thing. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
to me, it's all or nothing.
You know what?
Like, you're either in it or you're not.
That's a very good female perspective right there, because I think there is a different mindset when it comes to finances between men and women. We like to have some things as guys that are just ours.
Well, I just don't want it to become a thing to argue over.
Right.
That's all I want to do. I just want to avoid
conflict.
I just want to avoid the conflict.
I don't know. Mr. Blanche and I don't argue over it.
Oh my God, his name is Rich.
His name's Rich.
Oh, there's so many Riches out there.
There's a lot of them, yeah.
Whatever.
All right, switching gears. Muskegon. We finally do a less than news story out of Muskegon. A hot tub party at a Muskegon residence on Wednesday night resulted in one man allegedly being assaulted and at least one arrest. Police say a 52-year-old man attending the hot tub party allegedly engaged in sexual activities with the female resident of the home, and a 42-year-old man there was not okay with the relationship. That's according to the
Was
report.
it his wife?
Well, the 42-year-old man allegedly struck the 52-year-old man in the head, and then the woman's 16-year-old son came home and became upset with the same 42-year-old man for being in the hot tub with his mom. The son allegedly then struck the victim in the face as well. The report indicated the son was upset because he found his mom in the hot tub with a bunch of naked people and was not okay with that.
Good for the son, because
Yes.
if I came home and I saw my mother in a hot tub, well,
man.
it'd freak me right out.
That is just...
Pull out some kickboxing moves.
No. How do you think you got here? Okay.
So
Well,
still,
hopefully not
you're
having sex in a hot tub with a bunch
yeah.
of random strangers.
Yeah, they didn't say it was random strangers.
Okay.
Just said a bunch of naked adults.
Now, the victim did seek medical attention, and the 42-year-old man was arrested. According to the report, authorities may pursue potential juvenile charges against the woman's son. Now, I don't think they should.
No.
That is perfectly understandable for a
Yeah.
16. If I would have come home at 16 to find that, there would have been a comeuppance.
Didn't you come home and find that the other day? I'm just.
Oh my God! What the hell is wrong with you?
You're the one that lives at your mom's.
That's right. And what I love is the fact
My
that
sainted mother would never engage in such.
How many kids does your mom have?
8.
Your sainted mother has
Shut
engaged.
up!
your mom must
Shut
have had a
up!
hot tub time machine party. What I love is like the 42-year-old man and the 52-year-old man. Who gives a? That's
Careful,
funny.
we don't want to hit the button on you.
I
again,
won't. I
foul mouth.
won't.
All right. Marilyn Manson has topped a list of the creepiest celebrities in America. With Halloween around the corner, ePoll Market Research conducted the survey compiling a list of the top 13 entertainers who give Americans the creeps. The runner-up spot goes to who? Remember, this is all time.
Michael Jackson.
Paul Rubens,
What?
the actor best
Oh,
known
Pee-wee
as
Herman?
Pee-wee
Pee-wee
Herman.
Herman's
He's not
awesome.
You
creepy.
know what? And I don't think so. You know what? It all goes back when people think Pee Wee Herman, they think about the adult theater.
So
One
what?
incident.
That's
Someone
one
touched himself.
isolated incident.
His show was awesome.
Love Pee Wee.
My kids even love it. They're like,
do.
Can we watch Pee Wee Herman?
I've got
What's today's secret word?
I've got the Pee Wee Herman Broadway show saved on my DVR at home.
Really?
Oh yeah, it was
Yeah,
on
well,
HBO.
I was
It's
gonna
great.
say, yeah, it was. When he did that, it was
Huge fan.
dirtier than it is.
A little
when-
bit, but not
well
bad.
Yeah.
for a kid's show.
And you know what? When you take him out of the Pee Wee thing, he's really a pretty good actor.
Yeah, I think so too.
He was
Absolutely.
great in Blow.
What was the movie that became a TV show with the witch with the God? What the hell was it?
I have no idea.
With the witches, with the went like Sarah Michelle Gellar, I think was the it was her first.
Yeah,
Buffy
okay.
the Vampire
Yeah,
Slayer?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer. The
He was
movie,
good in that?
He was really good in that. Yes.
Good actor.
Pee Wee Herman was followed by former NBA player Dennis Rodman and radio personality Howard Stern. Mama June Shannon of Honey Boo Boo
I'll give you
fame
that.
comes in at number 7 after Andy Dick and Charlie Sheen. Woody Allen has made the list as well at number 9. Pop stars Miley Cyrus and Lady Gaga make the list at numbers 11 and 13, respectively. Chris Angel and Lindsay Lohan's mother, Dina, are both among the top 13 as
I
well.
thought Chris Angel would just make the biggest zero. 'Cause-
Well, I mean, he is a mind. It's the mind freak.
oh yeah.
Well, I think the creepiest celebrity is Kim Kardashian. She's just creepy.
Okay. And you could pretty much. Put
And I got to
lump
tell you
them all
this
in there.
about Marilyn Manson. I've talked to him at length.
He's creepy though.
Wait, that's his act. And if he
Right.
wasn't doing his act properly, you wouldn't think he was creepy.
It's just like
and that's
Alice
the whole
Cooper.
idea. It's the same thing with Alice Cooper.
Or
the
Ozzy
same-
Osbourne
exactly.
back in the day. Like, ooh, I would see him and I thought they were so scary. And then you see Alice Cooper without makeup, like in golf clothes
Yeah.
on the golf
Yeah.
course. You're like, the dude's totally normal.
It's an act.
Uh,
How come Tim Curry didn't make that list? He's
that's
creepy.
a good point.
Oh,
yeah.
I love Tim Curry.
Finally,
Oh, no.
when it comes to certain household decisions, traditional gender roles still dominate. A new Child's Play Communications poll shows that dads still dominate over what have typically been considered male areas of the home. Half of the moms and 57% of the dads say dad is solely responsible for lawn and garden care. Who does the lawn and garden? Does Rich do that?
Rich does the lawn, but I take care of the landscaping.
Oh, okay.
And only because he doesn't like the way I cut the grass. I don't do it in straight enough lines. Apparently, I'm a little more random and free flowing when I cut the grass.
I don't
so.
like dirt, so I don't plant anything.
Of course not.
Ugh.
When it comes to kids, only 1% of the moms say dad takes full responsibility for buying their children's clothes and toys. 1% of the dads concurred that they make their kids' clothing decisions, while 2% of dads say they purchase all of their kids' toys. When it comes to kids, okay, who does what? Do you guys have specific who are the kids more afraid of, you or Rich? I would bet that they are more afraid of you.
No,
They are.
no
Yeah.
way.
Yes, no question.
I'll tell you
I
what.
like because Rich is a gentle. Rich comes off to me as a very gentle dude.
He is.
and that you probably flip out on the
See,
kids more.
I'm the
often.
type A
But
yeller.
here's the problem. And I've known these guys for almost 30 years. When Rich has those kids around, he's stern. He's
Yeah.
to the
He
point.
is stern,
And,
yeah.
and you know what I mean? It's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't think he's doing a bad
No, it's
job.
good.
But he's very stern and
Right.
he's very, keeps him focused.
Yes,
Yeah.
He's got the dad hand.
he does.
That's what he's
well,
got.
it's because, I stayed home with him
Yeah.
early on. And so I'm the one that being with them all the time, they can tune me out. So that's one of the reasons why I've had to get louder.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with yelling sometimes.
So Rich Rich at the time only saw them so often. So
Right.
yeah, he kind of had to crack the whip.
Did you ever do that wait till your dad gets home thing?
No.
No,
because they need to be they need to
Afraid
show me
of
this,
me, yeah.
right, or
Have to
show me the same
fear.
respect,
No.
or fear. Yes.
I don't know, because at my house, when you heard the wait till your dad gets home thing, not only did that let you know it was coming,
Right.
it gave you a little while to think about it.
True.
See, my mom never waited till my dad got home. She just broke out the yardstick. It's in the bathroom. Boom.
Yeah.
But my dad, there was always the fear. My dad never hit anybody, but there was always, he had that, like certain dads just have a presence.
Yes.
He had that thing where he would just look at you.
Oh, so that was
And
my
that
mom.
puts you in line. With my mom, my mom was, spindly and would just, she would just wail on you with the stick, with the cigarette in the other hand.
Did she have to get out of the hot tub first?
That's it. No one knows how to keep your Buick at its best like the certified service experts at your Buick dealer. They'll take care of your Buick so you can enjoy the ride. That's my blessed mother you're referring to. Visit BuickCertifiedService.com for their latest service offers and everyday value pricing. That is Less Than News on 98.7 WFGR.
Blanche, congratulations once again on the Detroit
Thanks.
Marathon. We're
Yeah.
going to put a nice picture up with your medal and everything.
Oh,
there.
thank you.
What an amazing accomplishment.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much.
All right.
And,
I'm glad it's over.
I'll bet you are. Give Mr. Smokes right here, right now. It's on my list. Hall & Oates, 98.7 WFGR.